gentlemen, and welcome to an update video thingy-majiggy for the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and today I wanted to do a sort of update video in 5 parts to correspond with all of these, to talk about things that are happening to the channel from effective today, going all the way through to the year, maybe a little bit of a glimpse in the future. And I will just label what parts are what now. Part 1, which will be labeled under Suit, is going to be talking about ongoing current series for the channel and how that will change things because of the fact that we're coming to the end of the year, so uploads, traditional uploads at the very least, are going to be altered significantly. Part 2 is talking about a brand new series style that I wanted to do starting in 2020, but because I kind of started this a little bit earlier on than I had predicted, I decided I want to talk about it here, now, and how it's going to work. Part 3 is going to be a schedule update. So how is my channel going to look throughout 2019, and maybe just a little bit into 2020, but for the most part, for these last few weeks and months here in 2020. Part 4 is going to be talking about something that I did earlier regarding a certain style of video that I will pretty much just talk a little bit about. I won't talk too much about it, but you know how it is. But then this last part is going to be talking about specifically the last full week of the year. I'm talking the 22nd to the 28th of December. So that will run right through Christmas Eve, right through Christmas, but it will be talking about things that are going on the things that are planned for the future and things going on the channel. Think of this as almost Wraith Week. It's like Shark Week, except actually informative. I'm just kidding. Alright, time to go on to part 1. This is part 1 of the series, talking about ongoing series things going on the channel. And we're going to start right away with the game that you're watching right now, Spider-Man. Not that there's going to be too much gameplay or anything, but I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on. So, Spider-Man, as you know, the main story is finished. We uploaded the heartbreaking finale, it's pretty much what it's called, on the 19th, yesterday. Yesterday as of recording this video. But the thing to keep in mind is that we still have DLC stories, side missions, and things to pick up. So, Spider-Man's not done yet, but there will be a break from main story content. Up until November 9th, there will not be any Spider-Man videos on Saturday. So, no stories, no nothing. Well, no stories or anything on Saturday. Spider-Man is just taking a couple of weeks off. You're not going to miss the wall crawler just yet. It's just, there's just going to be some scheduling things for a few things that I want to talk about with Spider-Man, but that will happen in part 3. Mortal Kombat 11! I picked the Noir suit because it was because Noir, I think, is the most brutal of the stories Spider-Man has been in that these suits come from. Actually, wait, no. Perfect one, Spirit Spider. Look, I'm totally not Scorpion. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 11 is in an interesting spot because we have 7 weeks left for 2019. 7 weeks, that's crazy. And I know we still have Joker and Spawn, but Joker comes out on the 28th of January, and Spawn drops on the 17th of March. Between those are 7 to 9 week gaps, and I'm not going to be able to fill them with any Fatality Friday style videos. As a result, the series will effectively, quote, end on December 6th, up until we get Joker, and then I'll do his video, and then when we get Spawn, I'll do his. But the series, either way, is in its twilight hours. From Johnny Cage all the way to the final character. This week's video is indeed going to be Johnny Cage. As a result, don't expect too many Mortal Kombat 11 videos along the way. Although it will be, besides Spyro, the longest lasting of the series that I talk about before they get a break of any kind. Tekken! Marked with undies because Tekken is very, very strange. So, the thing about Tekken is that it's just like Mortal Kombat 11. But not too different, if I gotta be completely, but shorter, if I gotta be completely honest here. And the reason why I say it's shorter is because we only have 3 characters left instead of 7. Like I said, well, I mean 6, but Sindel comes out, so she kind of gets to bump that up to 7. But Tekken, unless they pull a surprise and have Leroy Smith come out tomorrow or something, we'll have 3 characters, and then just the Season 3 characters that we haven't seen yet. Like the Leroy Smith, that we don't know when Leroy Smith drops yet. Or any of the other characters that we don't know when they are going to drop. So, think of it as a similar, albeit smaller, boat. Spyro! This is the closest to purple, so stick with me here for a sec. Unchanged, basically. Completely and utterly unchanged. The only thing is that we have not done any of the Speedway levels yet, and that's because I'm saving Speedways until after we defeat Nasty Nork. And they are going to be a stream, where I just go to the lands, do the Speedways, and then we get the true ending, and then we unlock Nasty's Newt. Nasty's Newt? Sounds like Nasty Match the Kid. Now Pingu there for a minute. No, Nasty's Loot, and then we'll get the true ending, and then it's a jolly old time. But that really isn't going to be a thing until we finish off Nasty Nork. No biggie, no sweat, all is fine there. Spyro is basically the least changed series, so Spyro is going to be all good. Part 2. A new series. Type, that is. So in 2020, I wanted to experiment with a new kind of series, but frankly, it's going to get to the point where by December, I'll be doing 2 full videos a week. Like, we're cutting it down to bare minimums here, folks. I'm not putting up very many videos by December, which makes sense. 2 main series videos a week anyway. I'm probably going to end up doing the Advent series again because the Advent series was super duper fun. But 2 or 3 videos a week, that is way down from June's, 12? 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12 series a week. From that down to 3, or even 2, is a huge decline for the channel. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm treating this as a hobby. I never intend on making money on this thing. Or I really don't intend on making money on this thing. This is really just a side project for fun. And really for practice, for editing videos and such. But I want to try something different for the channel, and I want to try a new style of series. I'm calling it the live stream series, basically. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. Instead of pre-recording and then editing and then uploading with no commentary whatsoever, I basically live stream the episode instead. Now, currently we'll have my commentary and will at the longest last about 2 hours per episode. 2 hours at a hard maximum. Like, once we cross 2 hours, we find the nearest save point and shut her down. But I am open to ideas and suggestions, especially on stream. Like, do you want my streams to be shorter, no longer than an hour and a half, for instance? Or do you not like my commentary and want me to disappear, at least for certain series? Maybe even series that you think could work as a live stream thing, due to how long the game is and how long episodes would be. Like, this is especially true for games where I feel like I would end up playing for 2 hours and have 2 episodes on hand. Because, sure, fun fact, the PS4, at the longest, can only record for 60 minutes. So, bear that in mind. And even then, sometimes you lose footage. You start losing footage at around 55 minutes. So, really, your safe zone is 50 minutes, and talking double that length most of the time. It would be smart to live stream some of these games. For instance, Far Cry Primal, which I'm not doing. I beat that game like 3 years ago, and I don't intend on going back to it unless you guys really want me to. But Far Cry Primal is not that sort of game that I want to go back to. So, but it is a long game. It really is. As a modern Ubisoft Far Cry game, it is long, dude. I'm pretty sure I don't even have it half complete yet. So, even though I beat the story, as a result, that would be the perfect game for such a series. And I've already started doing it in a sense with 3 games, or with 2 games. It's going to be 3, or rather 4 for a little bit at the very least. And we're going to be talking about that schedule now for part 3, scheduling ideas. And in part 3, we're talking scheduling stuff. So the schedule essentially for the rest of the month. Now I said earlier that we would be down to about 3 videos a week. That's not quite true. 3 traditional videos a week, yes. But the aforementioned experimental stream series thing is going to fill out my weekdays. All of my streams, by the way, are going to be starting between 8 or 9 p.m. Mountain Time, depending on how things work out. And if I need a break, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know before the stream starts, so that you're not like sitting there at 9 o'clock being like, 9 o'clock my time going, isn't this guy supposed to be streaming Spider-Man today? And that's one of the things. For a short while anyway, on Thursdays, Spider-Man will be getting streams on the ultimate difficulty save that I have, where I'll be going after a few of the key things that don't make their own series. Landmarks, bases, crime, and backpacks. These are all things that I'm going to be hunting down in order to basically find all of the things in order to unlock all of the things. And I'll probably also be doing Black Cat stuff as well, or on this stream, so that's worth keeping in mind. However, challenge tokens from Taskmaster, you do not have to worry about them being on stream, because they'll be part of Spidey's side story with the Taskmaster saga, with the Taskmaster episodes of it. The Terror of Taskmaster, I think I called it, where I'll be going after Taskmaster, doing his challenges, fighting him, and so on. The wild card is the research tokens, because the research tokens are found in research stations and doing their objectives. But I don't know if I should do the research tokens as a stream thing or as a Spidey side story thing. I would love to know what you guys think about the matter. Going back to scheduling, though, there are 3 other series that are going to be having streams. On Monday, we will be tackling Indivisible on the streams. So, I'm not sure if I can make an alliteration out of that, but Indivisible Mondays for now, I guess. And if you don't know what Indivisible is, it's a platforming RPG developed by Lab Zero Games and published by 505 Games. Lab Zero Games being the guys who did Skullgirls way back when. So, their series will be on Mondays, and it'll be relatively short. I'm not expecting it to run too long, probably 90 minutes to 2 hours. That'll be kind of the average. Tuesday, I'll be doing a new game that has never appeared on the Chamber of the Wraith before. And just as a little tease, here is a little sneak peek at what that game is. Pretty cool, right? Stellaris, the console edition, will be coming to the Chamber of the Wraith on Tuesdays as a little series thing. Now, the thing about Stellaris is that I have not technically started playing yet, but I had a bit of a sneak peek of it at somebody's house while I was pet sitting. I already had Stellaris, but I just never got around to it, and coincidentally they also had Stellaris, and it turns out, holy how, wow, Stellaris is relatively deep in just almost character customization. Like, I was looking through all of the options and perks and things, and I didn't even get to start the game. I didn't even want to, because I was like, okay, after all of that, I definitely need to make this a series. So I'm gonna make it a series, a stream series, on Tuesday. This Tuesday, actually, October 22nd. Exciting stuff. And finally, on the 23rd, Control will be live streamed as well. Control, I'll try to get it out on Wednesdays. And Control is the game starring Jesse Faden, trying to control the Bureau, and crazy shit is happening. People have called it the SCP simulator, but I really like that game and I really want to do more with it, so I'm trying to stick to it. So it gets a Wednesday slot. Thursday, as I mentioned, is that Spider-Man picking up the slack stream that is not the Spidey Side Story series, which I'm trying to make as now that the proper story mode for Spider-Man is done, I can put in proper scheduling and have it be done on Sundays. Good times ahead. And Fridays will be Fatality Friday and Iron Fist Friday until they're done. Saturdays will be the Spider-Man series starting on the 9th, or coming back to it starting on the 9th, and Sunday will be Spidey Side Story and Spyro. That's kind of what the week looks like. To recap, just really quick, just so that y'all are not lost. Sunday, Spyro, Spidey Side Story. Monday, Indivisible live stream. Tuesday, Stellaris live stream. Wednesday, Control live stream. Thursday, Spider-Man live stream until we pick up the slack on all of the main collectibles, and for any collectibles that are in the DLC stories as well. Friday, Fatality Friday Season 2 and Iron Fist Friday until they're done. And Saturday will be the Spider-Man series again, starting on the 9th of November. Got it? Awesome. Part 4. This is the smallest part because it talks about something that I'm going to start doing more in 2020, but I don't want to say too much. Short of maybe a few things here or there, I'm not going to be making too many more of these kinds of videos, but since the one that I did on the Masquerade skin pack from Mortal Kombat 11 did so well, I'm down. I'm gonna do it. I will absolutely be doing Wraith Reviews. I almost want to put a W in front of that, so it's Wraith Reviews. But the reason why I don't want to do it just yet is because I want to hammer out a few things. Chiefly, if I'm going to use a unifying scale, or if I'm going to use different scales for different things, and when I'm going to upload it, and what I'm going to review and such. Now, I've left the book open for a lot of things to review, and that's probably going to be what it's going to be. It's probably going to be a multitude of different things, from books to comics to, I guess comics would be lumped under books, to shows, movies, video games, that sort of thing. But it'll just be an overarching review show. I may do weekly or monthly or something, just to kind of make things more interesting here on the channel. Good times. Just a little thing. I don't want to say too much more, but, you know, no more Wraith Reviews outside of maybe a handful of things. If NetherRealm likes to will surprise us again with stuff in Mortal Kombat 11. And then in 2020, you'll definitely know more during part 5 of this video, at the very least, when I'm going to be revealing more. Sorry guys, I really want to sorry guys, but it is what it is. So unfortunately, I won't be giving too much more away, but if you guys stick around to part 5, which is coming up right away, you will learn at least a little bit more of when you'll be getting more information. It's not great, but it's better than nothing, right? The grand finale, part 5, Wraith Week. So, before you guys get curious, yes, I know, I kind of got the idea for the name off of Shark Week, but also because of alliteration. Wraith, W, Week, W, that sort of thing. Now, Wraith Week is going to be a thing I'm going to start doing once a year during the last full week of December. So, this year it'll start on the 22nd and go all the way to the 28th, but supposing that the last week of December ends on the 31st, like the 31st is on a Saturday, which means 30, 29, 28, 27, 27, which means Christmas would be on Sunday, then yeah, I would start on Christmas and then go all the way through. Wraith Week is going to be a yearly series, kind of a catch-up, wrap-up, and announcement for the future sort of deal. So, I'm not going to give exact scheduling just yet. That will be coming up sometime at the end, probably at the end of November, if not sooner. So stick around for that. But things that will be announced on Wraith Week for sure. I will be announcing new series for Q1 2020 and what kind they are in sort of epic reveal, press conference-y type situations. I will be revealing when Wraith Reviews will drop and its format. I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite games that I played that year, and all sorts of other things that you will learn more about in the coming weeks. But that's kind of what Wraith Week is going to be, a highlight / overview / what's coming for the future for the Chamber of the Wraith. And that's gonna basically do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I want you guys to let me know of a few key things here. Please comment in particular. I really, really want to know 3 key things. I want you guys to let me know for the stream series, in particular, what I should do. Specifically, there's 2 things I want you guys to let me know. Do you guys want the cap for how long it'll be to be 90 minutes, which is an hour and a half, or 2 hours, which is 120 minutes? And would you like my voice commentating on things with my face for live reactions in the series? Or would you prefer to just enjoy the game being live streamed and then my reactions would be in the comments? That's my question number 1. Question number 2. For the Spider-Man livestream in particular, should the research tokens be part of the Spider-Man livestream or part of the Spidey side story? Whichever answer has the majority, I will be doing, but I really want to know what you guys think. Should I be putting research tokens in on stream, or should I be doing research tokens during Spidey side stories? And finally, this is just more of an idea thing to help get things off the ground. I have a few ideas for what I want to do for Wraith Reviews in 2020, but I want to know if you guys have any ideas for Wraith Reviews. This is going to be a new series, so toss any ideas you want at me. Do you guys want a more traditional review system, or do you want something more with mascots? Thumbs up, thumbs down, 5 stars, 10 out of 10, some made-up scale. And in particular, what do you want me to review? That's a big one, because I will be reviewing books, movies, TV shows, or maybe not TV shows because that takes a while to review, but books and movies and video games and that sort of thing. And if you guys have any ideas for those sorts of things that I should review, I will happily take a look at it as suggestions and try and squeeze them in. And I am actively looking forward to suggestions, so please, 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 please let me know. And as always, don't forget to be awesome, folks, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm a grenade.